Gentlemen, let's do a quick update here. Let's get onto our bench. This thing makes boost. It comes from here and it goes in here. I believe I explained I wanted Thomas to do something silly here and put it as low as possible so I could do things here. Collis Truck Parts, my buddy Craig did find, Craig and Josh, I don't know who found it, one of them did. There's a battery tray I've talked about many times that goes there. They found the tray. I'm going to swap it out, see how this guy fits. Huron Speed gives you an elbow and a cone filter right about there. And the cone filter can go on it here. I don't know what I want to do, but I want the room to do all of that. Understand me? I put the wastegate and everything on. I don't think, this is not modified at all. None of this is modified. This is all straight from Huron Speed. I just had him do wacky stuff with this side because of the aforementioned reasons. This is all good. Their blow-off valve is on. This guy right here, the threads were screwed up on the sensor, not this. And then I started to screw it in here and it started to go crooked. And I was like, well, all this is going to get thrown out if I have to touch it. So I just blasted it with the Milwaukee Fuel, and it's in there now and it works and it doesn't leak. The other things I did was zip tie the heater hoses a little bit farther away. I got some zippy ties all over this stuff. Got the vacuum hose hooked up to the blow-off valve. I gotta zippy it to that. It could fall down. It probably won't, but it could. Vacuum lines from here. So I did have the vacuum line. It's still there. I have a vacuum line off of the compressor housing. And I went to the low port with the weakest spring, and it makes like 1 pound, which is what I anticipated, because there's more pressure in the compressor than there is in the intake, because this is pushing and then all of this is getting fed. So right out of the compressor housing, you're going to have the most pressure, and that's bad if you want to make more than that 1 psi. So you would run to the intake to get that pressure source. There's a little bit of screwing around you can do there. Hey, they all work, but I'm going from the intake to the lower, and I put a medium spring in. The other spring was extremely hard to jam in with that setup, and it was hot. I had just driven it, so I'm not going to take the gate off, not yet. So I put the medium spring in, and I'm going off the intake, so I'm hoping I see 5-ish psi, and then I may put it on the dyno tomorrow. Everything's going good. I had one misfire, checked all my plugs, fixed it. Everything seems good now. Just filled up with the 85 at the gas station, drove there, 10%-ish pump, which is normally what it is. I feel like this looks like this old Tony. So maybe I need to put both hands down and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, it has Snake Eater 1000s in it right now, 1100s, right around 100-pound injector. That's all going good. Stock ECU, blah, bitty, blah, bitty, blah. Wide band no good. Trying to fix that tonight. Trying to get on these rollers tomorrow.